everyone, welcome back to another episode of Not to Make This About Me, the show where I genuinely try my best to not make it about me, but sometimes I f it up. Today's guest is Alexa Strange, who is literally the coolest person that I know. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. Well, my last name is Strange, so that's always a good place to start.
We were talking about this earlier. Not to say that you are a strange person, but like I think that you kind of do your own thing. You're so unique, and it's like you make that so normal. But it's so interesting that your last name is Strange.
I always like ask myself, like, did I choose the last name or did like the last name make me? I don't know.
I do want to talk about your mom. Your mom's blind, right? Yeah. I have like read different things about your relationship with your mom and just like seen different videos on Instagram and stuff.
Come here, baby. Let me see you drop it low. Come here, come here.
Well, her name is Satara Strange. She was born in India. That's why I'm so tan. This is real. People always ask me, like, is your tan real? Fell in love with my dad, who was a white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 6'6" American man, and her parents freaked out, disowned her, and then when she was 22, she was diagnosed with this rare eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa. So this disease essentially makes you lose your eyesight slowly over time. So when she found out, she dropped out of college. My dad had already finished school, and they traveled the world together so she could see everything before she lost her sight.
Oh my God.
She is so independent. She cooks, she cleans, like she'll be in the kitchen like chopping with a knife. It's like terrifying to watch.
No, you like post pictures of her picking out outfits.
Yeah,
and, like,
she's got great fashion sense. Like, hence where I get it from. Just kidding. She'd be like, what the f are you wearing?
Stay on the shirt.
It makes you realize that I can really do anything I set my mind to if my mom can go through this.
When I was younger, I was so insecure about anyone knowing that my parents were Olympians because I had this idea of like, oh my God, my parents were the best in the world at something. So if I'm not the best in the world, like I literally suck at it. And that's like not even pressure that my parents put on me, but it was totally something that I put in my head.
Yeah. You know, I think as we get older, we get so caught up in like the world telling us what we are and are not supposed to be. And like, it's very easy to settle for like that complacent stability, doing a job you hate, the 9 to 5, because you feel like that's what's expected of you in society.
What is something that you wish people knew about you outside of volleyball, outside of your social media accounts?
I mean, with social media, like my goal with that is to be as much of myself as possible. I really try and be authentic and like my weird, like genuine self. Like we have this perception of like how we're supposed to look, how we're supposed to be. And for me as a professional athlete in a bikini, like I was always analyzing myself and being like super critical and like having to maintain a certain weight and the scale and all that bullshit. I realized like if you're in a mental space where you're thinking negatively about your body and yourself, like that affects every cell in your body.
I do want to talk about, recently you did sports commentating in India, and then you also played with the Indian national team, right?
Yeah. Obviously, India culturally is so different from the United States, and that was like the biggest treat, was like the experience, like getting to experience my other half, because I was raised American, but I have this like, I'm as Indian as I am white, but I'm like not connected to the Indian culture that deeply. So it's like, it's such a weird dynamic. It's like I feel like I'm all these different things. I don't really fit in or out anywhere. But when I was playing with them, they were telling me their practice facility, the women's indoor national team, is outside on like a dirt volleyball court. They don't have They don't have an indoor facility to practice on. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So it was really very eye-opening to see how people with a lot less like rise to that adversity and like don't look at themselves as victims or lesser, but like find ways to make it work. And then actually like my goal is I want to like start raising money to eventually build them an indoor facility. Yeah, I think that would just be like an amazing thing to do. So
thank you so much for being on my show. I'm literally obsessed with you. I don't know how else to say it. If anyone wants to follow you or see what you're up to, where should they find you?
My Instagram is Alexa Strange Beach. Alexa like the Amazon, Strange like the adjective, and then beach.
We will do this again. And I'm happy that we're both wearing bands.
Yeah, let's touch tips.
Tips?
Gingerly touch tips.
I'm happy that was at the end and we did not start with that.
No, you said it.
I said, okay.
Am I the first ever?
I don't know yet.
I want to be your first.
It's a blooper.